Have you noticed that as the years go by, your body speaks to you more clearly than ever before? Maybe it's that familiar ache in your knees when you get up in the morning, or the way a long walk that used to feel refreshing now leaves you tired for the rest of the day. These little signs aren't there to discourage you. They're gentle reminders from your body saying, hey, let's work together. Many people believe that to live a long and healthy life, you have to push harder, walk longer distances, do more exercise, and keep up the same pace you did in your younger years. But after the age of 70, the rules of the game change. The truth is, you don't always have to do more to be healthier. In fact, walking less but walking smarter, paired with a few powerful lifestyle habits, can actually help you stay active, vibrant, and possibly even reach that beautiful milestone of 100 years old. In today's video, we're going to talk about 6 habits that can make a big difference in how you feel every single day, even if you've cut back on your walking routine. These aren't complicated, and you don't need a personal trainer, expensive supplements, or hours at the gym. You just need consistency, a willingness to listen to your body, and an open mind to make small but meaningful changes. Let's start with the first one. And this might surprise you. It's not about movement. It's about rest. When we think about staying healthy, rest doesn't always get the spotlight it deserves. Yet, rest is one of the most underrated tools for longevity. As we age, recovery time becomes more important than workout time. You see, your body repairs itself not while you're moving, but while you're resting. Muscles rebuild, joints recover, and your immune system strengthens during those quiet moments. This doesn't mean lying in bed all day. Rest is more about balancing activity with intentional downtime. Think about it like breathing. You can't only inhale, you also have to exhale. In the same way, you can't only move, you have to pause and recharge. For example, instead of a 1-hour brisk walk every day, you might find that 2 or 3 shorter walks with breaks in between keep you feeling fresher and less sore. Or perhaps you replace one walk each week with gentle stretching, light yoga, or even a Tai Chi session. These activities keep your body moving, but also give your joints and muscles a chance to breathe. And here's a little trick I've seen work wonders. Practice active rest. This could be something like gardening, slow dancing in your living room, or even light housework. They're not strenuous, but they keep your body engaged without overloading it. Over time, this balance between motion and rest creates a foundation for long-term mobility and independence, 2 things that are priceless after 70. Now, once your body has had enough rest, what's the next thing it needs to keep you strong into your later years? The right kind of fuel. If you're over 70, your relationship with food is just as important as your relationship with movement. But here's the catch. As we age, our bodies don't process nutrients quite as efficiently as they used to. That means you need to be a little more strategic with what's on your plate. Let's talk about something simple but incredibly powerful: protein and calcium. You've probably heard these words before, but they become even more critical now. Strong muscles and strong bones are your best defense against falls, injuries, and weakness. Think of them as the frame that holds you up, and you want that frame to be sturdy. Many seniors find that adding 1 or 2 servings of protein-rich foods, like eggs, beans, yogurt, or fish, into their daily routine helps keep their muscles from weakening. And when it comes to calcium, instead of relying solely on supplements, try to get it from natural sources like milk, cheese, tofu, or dark leafy greens. Not only do these foods support your bones, but they also provide other nutrients your body craves. I'll give you a real-life example. I once met a gentleman in his late 80s who still climbed stairs daily, not because he was trying to prove something, but because he simply could. His secret? He started drinking a glass of milk every night in his 60s, and he made sure every meal had some form of protein. He didn't just walk less after 70, he walked smarter, fueled by the right nutrition. Now, before we move to the next habit, I want to share a mindset shift that can completely transform how you think about aging. Too often, people see aging as a slow decline, a countdown clock. But the truth is, aging can be an incredible season of life if you focus on building quality instead of chasing quantity. You're not trying to walk the furthest or do the most push-ups anymore. You're creating a lifestyle that works with your body not against it. That brings us to the third habit, protecting your joy. You might be wondering, what does joy have to do with living longer? The answer is everything. Laughter and joy aren't just nice to haves, they're biological necessities. When you smile or laugh, your body releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that not only lift your mood, but also reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and even ease pain. It's like giving your body a little internal vitamin boost every time you share a laugh with someone. But here's the thing. Joy isn't always going to find you. Sometimes you have to go looking for it. That might mean calling an old friend, joining a hobby group, or spending time with grandchildren. It could be as simple as listening to your favorite music from your teenage years and letting yourself dance in the kitchen. If you've ever noticed that time seems to move faster when you're enjoying yourself, that's because joy keeps your mind engaged and your spirit alive. And a lively spirit is one of the greatest predictors of a long, fulfilling life. So as we move forward, remember this. Your journey to 100 isn't just about your body. It's also about your mind and heart. Rest when you need to, nourish yourself well, and fill your days with reasons to smile. We've already talked about giving your body the rest it deserves, fueling it with the right nutrition, and keeping your spirit alive with joy. Now let's move into a habit that's so simple you might overlook it, but it's one of the most powerful ways to protect both your body and mind: staying connected. Loneliness is more than just a sad feeling. For many people over 70, it can become a real health risk, on par with smoking or obesity. Studies have shown that chronic loneliness can weaken the immune system, raise blood pressure, and even shorten lifespan. But here's the beautiful part. The antidote isn't complicated. It's human connection. Think about the times you've had a truly great conversation, one that made you laugh, made you think, or left you feeling understood. In that moment, something happens inside your brain. Your neurons light up, your mood improves, and you feel a sense of belonging. These moments aren't just emotionally satisfying, they're physically healing. And connection doesn't have to mean big social events. In fact, small daily interactions can have an equally powerful effect. A 5-minute chat with your neighbor while watering the plants, a quick phone call to your grandchild to ask about their day, even greeting the cashier at the grocery store with genuine interest. Every one of these is a thread that weaves into the fabric of your life, making it stronger and more colorful. One woman I know, who's 92 and still sharp as ever, swears by what she calls her 3-touch rule. Every day, she makes sure to have 3 real conversations, whether that's in person or over the phone. She says it keeps her brain active, her mood bright, and her days full of purpose. And honestly, looking at her life, it's hard to argue with her method. If mobility is a challenge for you, connection can still happen. Technology can be your ally here. Video calls, messaging apps, even online communities for seniors. You can join book clubs, hobby groups, or discussion forums without leaving your home. It's about staying in the loop, keeping your mind engaged, and reminding yourself that you're an important part of the world around you. Now, as important as connection is, there's another habit that might surprise you with how much it affects your health: soaking in the sun, but doing it wisely. Sunlight isn't just about warmth or brightening your mood. It's your body's most natural and efficient way to get vitamin D. And vitamin D, in turn, is a key player in keeping your bones strong, your immune system resilient, and even your mood stable. Here's where it gets interesting. After the age of 70, your skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. That means you might need a little extra intentional sun time. But, and this is a big but, you have to be smart about it. The goal is to get the benefits without the risks that come from too much sun exposure. Early morning or late afternoon are the best times for gentle sunbathing. Just 15 to 20 minutes of direct sunlight on your arms, legs, or face can do wonders. You can combine this with light activities like tending to plants on your balcony, enjoying a slow walk in the park, or simply sitting outside with a cup of tea and watching the world go by. And the benefits go beyond vitamin D. Sunlight can boost serotonin, the feel-good hormone that helps regulate your mood and promote better sleep. If you've ever noticed feeling a bit more alive and positive after spending time outdoors, that's your body thanking you for that burst of natural energy. But remember, Moderation is key. Avoid the harsh midday sun, and if you're out for longer periods, wear protective clothing or a wide-brimmed hat. Your goal is to nourish your body, not damage it. Now, speaking of nourishment, we can't skip over one of the most colorful and delicious habits you can adopt: eating the rainbow in the form of fruits and vegetables. This isn't just about eating healthy in the generic sense. After 70, every bite counts more than ever because your body needs the maximum nutrients it can get in smaller, more efficient portions. And nature, in its wisdom, has packed vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants into these colorful foods in exactly the forms your body can use best. Think of a bright red tomato rich in lycopene to protect your heart, or a deep green spinach leaf full of calcium and iron. Blueberries loaded with antioxidants that fight inflammation and support brain health. Every color on your plate is like adding another tool to your body's maintenance kit. One of the easiest ways to get more of these nutrients is to build them into meals you already enjoy. Add slices of avocado to your breakfast toast, toss berries into your morning oatmeal, mix chopped veggies into soups and stews, or snack on apple slices instead of processed cookies. And here's a tip: variety matters more than quantity. You don't have to eat a mountain of one vegetable. Mix small amounts of different colors throughout the week. Your body thrives on diversity, and so does your taste buds. I've seen people in their 80s and 90s with remarkable energy who swear by their daily vegetable soups or fresh fruit plates. They treat these foods not as health chores, but as daily pleasures. And when something tastes good and makes you feel good, it's a habit that sticks. So, whether it's through heartfelt conversations, soaking up the morning sun, or enjoying a plate full of nature's colors, these habits layer on top of each other, building a lifestyle that's sustainable and joyful. There comes a time in life when the pace naturally slows. The phone rings less often, the calendar is no longer packed with obligations, and in those quiet stretches, it's easy to start believing that your most meaningful days are behind you. But I want you to pause and truly consider this. What if the very season you're in now holds the greatest potential for joy, growth, and connection? What if the best years of your life are not gone, but simply waiting for you to notice them? You see, life is not a straight climb to a single peak. It's a series of hills and valleys, sunrises and sunsets, each with its own beauty. And at this point in your journey, you've already climbed enough hills to know what matters. You've seen enough sunsets to understand the value of each moment. That wisdom, my friend, is your greatest treasure, and it's what makes these years so precious. Think about it. You no longer have to prove yourself to the world. You don't need to chase every trend, compete for attention, or rush through your days. Instead, you can move at a pace that allows you to notice the way the light falls on the kitchen table in the morning, or the way a grandchild's laughter fills a room. You have the freedom to choose how you spend your time, and that is something many younger people can only dream of. Of course, slowing down physically can sometimes feel frustrating. The knees ache a bit more, the memory may take a little longer to recall certain details. But here's the truth: the body may age, yet the spirit can grow even stronger, more vibrant, and more alive than ever before. You are not simply getting older, you are becoming a deeper, richer version of yourself. So what do you do with this time? You nurture the parts of life that bring you real happiness. Read the books you always said you'd get to someday. Write down your stories, the ones only you can tell, so they live on for generations. Take walks, not just for the exercise, but for the chance to breathe deeply and feel the world around you. Plant something in the garden and watch it grow as a reminder that life still renews itself. And don't underestimate the power of reaching out. A simple phone call to a friend you haven't spoken to in years can turn an ordinary afternoon into something unforgettable. Invite someone over for tea, not because there's a special occasion, but because you want to share the warmth of your presence. Connection is the lifeblood of the heart, and you still have so much to give. These years are also a chance to focus on your health in a way that's gentle yet powerful. Eat nourishing foods that make you feel good, not just in the moment, but for hours after. Move your body in ways you enjoy. Dancing slowly in your living room counts just as much as a brisk walk. Practice deep breathing or gentle stretching in the morning to set the tone for the day. These aren't just habits, they are acts of self-respect, a way of telling yourself, I am worth taking care of. And when it comes to the mind, never stop learning. Curiosity keeps the brain young. Try a new hobby, learn a new song, explore a place in your own city you've never visited before. The world is still full of firsts, no matter your age, but you have to say yes to them. Now, I know some people will say, it's too late for me, too late to start something new, too late to change, too late to dream. But that's just not true, right? The moment you tell yourself you're too old, you've already started closing the door on possibilities. History is full of people who began their most remarkable chapters later in life. Painters who picked up a brush at 70, travelers who took their first big trip at 80, writers who published their first book in their 90s. You don't need to compare yourself to them, but let their stories be proof that you still have room to grow, create, and surprise even yourself. Every morning you wake up is a blank page. You decide what to write on it. So if lately you've been feeling like your life has slowed to a quiet pause, I want you to know this. You are still here for a reason. You have mornings left to greet, laughter left to share, hands left to hold, and memories waiting to be made. Don't let fear or hesitation keep you from stepping forward. Even the smallest step today, whether it's calling a friend, walking to the park, or trying something new, can lead to a brighter, fuller tomorrow. And please remember this. You are not defined by the number of candles on your birthday cake, but by the light you still bring into the world. The kindness you show, the love you give, the joy you spread, these are the true measures of a life well lived. If these words have touched your heart, take a moment to give this message a like so others can discover it too. And don't forget to subscribe, because I'll be here week after week sharing more stories, gentle advice, and inspiration to help you make these years not just the rest of your life, but the best of your life.